Hi guys, I'm Abby and this is my channel, and today we are continuing my bookshelf series for the month of October. Last week, if you haven't seen the first video of the series, I arranged my bookshelf in color order as it still is, but today we're going to do the second order that I'm planning on doing in the series to test out. I'll keep it there for another week. I put my kind of brief opinions at the end of the last video, so if you don't know how I feel about this, you can watch till the end. But for today's video, I have a couple tools that will help me sort them, and that is a scale, marker, and a pen. And today I'm going to be separating my books into size by smallest or biggest to smallest. I learned last week not to take all the books down and then start sorting them, so I'm going to start sorting them as I take them down. Save me a lot of time. But as it always kind of does, it might take me a few hours to get this done, but I'm excited to see how it will look. I don't know if it will look as good as sorting by color, but I'm still trying to decide how I'm going to sort the books like per size. We'll see when it gets there, but I'm thinking author order. I might do color. I feel like that would be too much though, but I'm going to sort them by size first, and then I'll decide maybe a second category, or just kind of go with how I feel they should look. This is the second of 4 styles I'm trying out, and then the 5th video will be about which one I choose. I'll kind of go into more descriptions why I chose them, how I felt about each setup, the difficulties and the strong points of each setup. But in the end, I will pick one that I'll kind of keep my books as for the next while. But I'm going to go and kind of measure a general height of the book, and then I'm going to make certain piles for each height. I'm not going to be very specific. I'm going to put, like, if it's 9 inches tall to 10 inches tall, I'll go in this, and then 10 to 11 in the next pile, so on and so forth. And I'm really hoping this will put series back together. I know there will be some categories that have a lot of books in them, just because there's general sizing of books. And I'll decide when I get there how I want to sort them more. For now, let's get started. All right, so before I start taking books off shelves, I separated some piles on the floor where to put them with some Post-it notes, just to mark where they go. I went and kind of eyeballed the tallest book, and it was 10 inches, so I have like 9 to 10 inches here, and then 8 to 9, and then 7 to 8, 5 to 7, I added 2 inches. But it's time to start taking them off the shelf and measuring them. This is the book I went off for, one of the tallest ones, and it's 10 inches. So hopefully, if I get taller than this, I'll just make a new pile. But 10 inches seems to be the height of the tallest ones. As if last time, I'm not gonna change the upper shelves. These, those are ones that are special kind of books, and ones that can't stand up straight in the shelves because they're too tall, and they're just gonna stay in that shelf. So it's also helpful when there's a series like this one. I know all the books are the same size, so I can measure one and grab the rest, and it goes a lot quicker. separated into 4 different piles. It turns out none go above 10 inches and none go below 6 inches, I think is the smallest book I had. So yeah, we got 4 different piles. One of them's a little larger than I expected. Let me show you them. So this is my piles of my largest books. These are under 10 but above 9 inches. And then I have my 8 to 9 inches or above 8 inches. This pile is a lot bigger than I was expecting. This is the 7, above 7, up to 8 inches. There's a lot of them that are actually right at 8 inches from what I remember measuring. But there's a lot of those. I might have to separate those a little bit more. And then I have my smallest, which are 6 to 7 inches, even though I put a tag of 5 to 7 inches, but 5 inches is pretty small apparently for a book. And so those are the smallest. I think I'm gonna start by putting the biggest books on first. I'm gonna try while I'm putting them up to put like the largest at the beginning and the smaller ones at the end. And then, as I did with color, I did red, orange, whatever. I'm gonna start with the biggest and go smallest as it goes down. But now to just start putting books back on the shelf, I'm gonna try to put just like books together, but I'm not gonna do them in color or alphabetical order within the sizes. I'm just gonna do sizes as best as I can, and then I might move them around a little bit when I have them all up there. Not really going on a separate tier type thing, just going by size, putting them up there. I know some series got put back together. I know some are actually still split apart. When I have them, I'm gonna put the series back in their boxes because usually those are the same size so they can be put together. But other than that, I'm just kind of putting them on the shelves. the shelves in height order. I would say some of them were a little more difficult than doing color order, just because there'd be like little differences. It'd be like little differences in the heights of the book. It's up there. It doesn't look as nice as the color coordinating, but you got nice even like lines across the top mostly. I tried to put like author or like series together or authors together if they were the same height. I'm gonna have to go through and move some around a little bit more, but we ended on the same shelf as we did with the color because, you know, shelf to shelf. I didn't leave space or anything. But yeah, gonna keep this like a week, see how I like it or not. Right now, I'm not thinking I'm gonna like it that much. I think I like the color more just because it's more aesthetic and not as, I guess, bad as locating books as I thought. This one might be a little hard to locate books. I know you can associate a book with a color a little more than its size. Maybe some, you know, it's like a small or very big book, but there's a lot of them that are like medium height. So it did take less time this video to sort them and get them back up on the shelves. I don't know how this week's gonna go with me and these bookshelves, but we're trying it out. That was the whole point of this video. I will report at the end of the week how I liked it or didn't, but these are my shelves for the next week. I'm gonna put the extra things back on the bottom shelves that I had there earlier, but hopefully it goes all right. I was able to put some series together, like almost all the Harry Potters. I have another series right next to it that I read recently. I was able to put books back in their boxes if they had a box set. Like I have a box set right here. I was able to put back. But other than that, I don't know about this setup. We'll see. I might change my mind in the next week, kind of like I did with my color. All right, so it's been a week having my shelves in size order. I didn't really like it. Turns out I can recognize a book by its color more than by its size. I had to do a lot of searching if I wanted to find a certain book. I do like that I was able to put certain series and authors back together because they had books of the same size, or you know, a series would be all the same size. But I don't really like it. Color would come out on top so far, so I don't think I will be choosing size as my final thing. It was interesting to try it out. I'm kind of shocked at these results so far of how setting up the books are going. I'm about to start filming the next setup, which you will see next week. But like this video if you actually have your shelves in size, and comment down below why you like it or why you don't, if you don't like it. But let me know how you organize your shelves. Maybe I'll add it to the series at a later date. But I hope you guys are liking the series so far. It's been fun for me, even though it's a lot of work rearranging my books every week. It's been fun to see how things turn out and how I like them or don't like them. But I will see you guys in the next video. And until then, if you want to be someone, why not be you? Bye guys.